What if the weight loss solution everyone's raving about could actually set you up for failure? GLP-1 agonists, those so-called miracle drugs, are everywhere right now. But before you consider them, you need to know the full story. And today I'm exposing the truth behind these medications, what they are, how they work, the benefits they offer, and the serious concerns that no one's talking about. Stick around because this might just change how you think about your health journey. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Dr. Renee, a double board certified OBGYN and functional medicine doctor. I help women take the hard out of getting healthy by getting their minds right and implementing small, sustainable changes to naturally balance hormones and support long-term health. Now, I've had countless conversations about these GLP-1 agonists, especially with my husband, who's a conventionally trained internist who knows these drugs inside and out. I even started investigating them more closely after being approached by a compounding pharmacy to promote their version. And let me tell you, the deeper I went, the more I realized this is a conversation every health-conscious person needs to hear. A little disclaimer, the purpose of this video is to educate and inform you about these medications. My opinion on these medications is honestly still evolving and will probably continue to evolve. When people first started to talk about them, I was against anyone other than diabetics using them. Many practitioners were prescribing them without any dietary or lifestyle counseling. Fast forward to today, things have changed as far as the counseling goes, and I have now become more open to their use, but I still have a few concerns. And listen, I am not part of the online community spreading the Ozempic shame, which is the stigma surrounding the use of these medications as a weight loss aid. I just want to make sure that if you consider using these medications for weight loss, you are educated on the potential side effects or risks involved. So let's get into it. So what are these GLP-1 agonists? They are medications originally developed for people with type 2 diabetes. They mimic the GLP-1 hormone, which plays a critical role in regulating blood sugar and appetite. So you have probably heard of these medications referred to as semaglutide, which is marketed as either Ozempic or Wegovy, and tirzepatide, which is known as Mounjaro. Now, these medications improve blood sugar control while also reducing appetite, which explains why they become so popular as a weight loss solution. So how do these GLP-1 agonists work? This is where things get really interesting. These drugs don't just suppress appetite, they actually change how your brain reacts to food. GLP-1 agonists work by targeting a part of your brain called the hypothalamus, which helps control hunger and fullness. They also influence the brain's dopamine pathways, the ones linked to pleasure and rewards. This means they don't just make you feel full, they actually reduce cravings for processed high-calorie foods by changing how your brain responds to them. It's not just about eating less, it's about reshaping your relationship with food. And while that might sound like a game changer, it does come with some serious risks. So what's all the hype about? Well, GLP-1 agonists have taken the spotlight because they are effective. Some people report losing 15 to 20% of their body weight. And of course, with celebrity endorsements, they've quickly become the hottest trend in weight loss. But here's what most people don't realize. These medications are so popular that shortages have forced compounding pharmacies to create alternative versions. While compounded options have been a lifesaver for some, the FDA has announced that these versions will no longer be allowed once the shortage is resolved. Now, this is something my husband brought up to me, and I did find out that this is true. What this means is that many people relying on the medications from the compounding pharmacies may lose access. So what concerns do I have about these GLP-1 agonists? Well, let's talk about some things that aren't really making the headlines. Number one, weight regain. When you stop taking these medications, weight regain is almost inevitable. Why? It's not just about skipping the lifestyle changes. These drugs alter your brain chemistry. Once you stop, your appetite and cravings may return with a vengeance, pushing you back into old habits. Number 2, muscle loss. These medications suppress appetite so much that many users unintentionally eat too few calories. This can lead to muscle loss, and muscle is critical for your metabolism and long-term health. The risk is especially concerning for women in perimenopause or menopause who are already experiencing age-related muscle loss. Losing even more muscle can slow down your metabolism, make you feel weaker, and make it harder to stay at a healthy weight. Then we have the cost and accessibility. At thousands of dollars per month, GLP-1 agonists are out of reach for many people. Compounded versions, while sometimes more accessible, are often just as expensive and typically not covered by insurance. And once compounded versions are no longer available, affordability will become an even bigger issue for those who are relying on these medications for a healthy weight. And then you've probably heard about microdosing. Well, microdosing GLP-1 agonist involves taking smaller than standard doses of these medications. This approach is primarily considered to minimize side effects such as nausea and GI discomfort, which can be common at higher doses. People may also consider microdosing to ration a supply, especially in those who find it costly, or for those who have encountered Ozempic shame for even considering Ozempic for weight loss. Microdosing may offer a more gradual weight loss trajectory, which some individuals prefer to avoid rapid changes and potential issues like Ozempic face, which is facial aging due to rapid weight loss. So if you're considering GLP-1 agonists, which I know a lot of you are, here's how to do it responsibly. Number 1, incorporate weight-bearing exercise. Resistance training 2 to 3 times a week will help you preserve muscle mass and maintain a healthy metabolism. Number 2, focus on nutrient-dense foods. When your appetite is suppressed, every bite counts. Prioritize foods rich in vitamins, minerals, protein, and healthy fats. And build long-term habits. These medications should be a tool, not a crutch. Commit to building habits like regular exercise, a balanced diet of whole foods, and stress management to sustain your progress. So who should consider GLP-1 agonists? They can be life-changing for people with type 2 diabetes or obesity-related health issues. But if you are looking for a quick fix without addressing the root causes of your health struggles, they're not the answer. Always consult a qualified healthcare practitioner, like your doctor, to determine if these medications are appropriate for you. So what's the takeaway here? GLP-1 agonists can absolutely 100% be effective, but they do come with risks like potential weight regain, muscle loss, and high costs. So if you choose to use them, just make sure you're focusing on the basics like weight-bearing exercises and lifestyle changes so you support your health long-term. So no matter what you choose, I want to do my part in helping you get healthy, which is why I've created a free 30-day healthy habits calendar. It's packed with small actionable steps like drinking more water or adding more veggies to your meals that will help you build momentum without feeling overwhelmed. Click the link in the description to download your free guide and start making progress today. And if you found this video helpful, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe so you don't miss the next video, which I'll most likely still be talking about GLP-1 agonists, and share it with someone who might be curious about what these GLP-1 agonists are. Remember, I am here to take the hard out of getting healthy. And with that, we'll see you right back here next week. Ciao.